around Christmas time, you may hear a certain claim that Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, was extremely young. The numbers get thrown around. Sometimes you hear 14, but most often the number you hear is 12. Is this actually in the Bible? No, it isn't. Literally, it's nowhere in the Bible. The Bible doesn't speak to Mary's age at all. So then you might think, okay, well, people are just saying that because that's the age that was common back then. It really isn't. Michael Satlow's Jewish Marriage in Antiquity estimates that the average age of first marriage for Jewish girls in Palestine around the 1st century AD was usually in the late teens to early 20s. Earlier marriages, or marriages as early as 12, would be extremely rare. So where does this number come from? It doesn't come from the Bible and doesn't come from history. Unfortunately, it comes from Christian fan fiction. I don't mean like currently. I'm talking about something called the Proto-Evangelion of James. It's what's called a pseudepigraphal work, which basically means that the author lied about who he was. It wasn't written by James. It was written way after he died. It was 100 years after the Gospels. And it essentially wants to give Mary and Joseph and other people backstory that they don't have in the Bible. It's all to push a very certain agenda. It's almost a semi-Gnostic work. But in that work, it says that Mary was 12 years old when she was in the temple. This, again, is the backstory that gives to Mary. So, okay, that's where the age 12 comes from, right? No. The age 12 comes from people seeing that number and not continuing to read, because the Proto-Evangelion of James, the name of this work, said that Mary was 16 when she became pregnant. To be clear, one, it also said that Mary was extremely young and Joseph was extremely old, because it's trying to promote the idea of perpetual virginity. That's like, why would a really old man sleep with a really young woman? It's saying that that young of an age is already abnormal, but even in the work given to promote this, it doesn't say that Mary was 12. It's not in the Bible, it's not consistent with history, it's not even in the Christian fan fiction, so why on earth are we promoting it? I think partially because some people have weird ideas. Some people have a sense of purity that is bizarre, and therefore very young Mary is something special. Finally, you see this brought up from the outside, specifically from Muslims, because unfortunately Islam has a little bit of a problem. Their sources, Al-Bukhari 5134 among many others, specifically state that their prophet, Muhammad, married a 6-year-old girl named Aisha and physically consummated a relationship with her when she was 9 years old. This was something that was completely accepted in Islam for the first about 1,300 years of religion, but now with modern sensibilities, a lot more of a no-no. So you see an attempt to kind of desperately make the prophet look less bad by comparison by trying to like lower and lower and lower the age of Mary to make things look a little bit more comparable. It doesn't really help. But that's certainly an external reason why we see people promoting a very young age of Mary. So was Mary actually 12? There's not a single point of biblical evidence behind that claim, and it doesn't fit the scholarship for a typical age of marriage at the time. There's literally no source for this at all, except a misreading of a fake gospel that said that she was 16 anyways. If someone said that it is a fact that Mary was 12, they're repeating debunked nonsense as factual. The Bible does not give us Mary's age, or Joseph for that matter, because that is not what matters most about Christmas. What matters most is that Emmanuel, God with us, Jesus Christ, God in human flesh, came to earth to dwell among us and to suffer for us, showing mercy that we never deserve because of his love for us that is greater than anything we can imagine. Merry Christmas.